Hey everyone, my name is Will and I'm here with Harp Music to talk to you today a little bit more about the euphonium and the baritone. So today we're going to talk about what makes up a great warm-up. So since you've already probably started playing a little bit on your own, you probably realize that right when you pick up the horn out of the case, it's really hard to play. Like your lips don't feel good and it feels pretty stuffy. And it takes a while for your lips to kind of warm up to playing the instrument. So today we're going to walk through what steps you should take when you're at home practicing that will help you get a head start on the day. So then you can move on to practicing what you want to practice, whether that's different exercises or the music you're working on for your class. This will give you a really great foundation to kind of work off for the day. Today, our warm-up will focus on 4 different aspects of playing. The first one is response. So what I mean by response is what happens when you play the instrument. So do you have a clear sound? Do you have a lot of air? Does it sound like there's water in your instrument? We're going to look at all those things to make sure that when we start playing, our instrument is responding how it should. So like we mentioned earlier, when you get the horn right out of the case, it's probably going to be cold, and when you blow into it for the first time, your lips might not respond well. You might get a lot of air, you might even not be able to get a note out right at first. So a great way to start is just on the mouthpiece. For your embouchure, you will pull the corners of your mouth back just a little bit and hold them tight. You don't want to flatten your mouth out, so you don't want to make it too flat, but you want to take your corners and push them back a little bit. So one of the first things I do when I practice is to blow just air through the mouthpiece. So with me, let's take a few deep breaths through our mouthpiece with the correct embouchure. So notice whenever I take a deep breath in between, I'm not removing the mouthpiece, so I'm not doing this. So when you breathe, you'll breathe through the sides of your mouth. You'll keep your bottom lip and your top lip plugged into the mouthpiece. So now let's do the same thing, but this time let's buzz some notes. And you can buzz whatever is comfortable. We'll do the same thing, but instead of just air, we'll actually buzz a note this time. So another thing to do on your mouthpiece is sirens. So it sounds just like this. So start with a super low buzz, and then just move your lips into a really high buzz, just like this. Do it one more time. So once you feel good about your response, and you've done some stuff on the mouthpiece, your lips are kind of warmed up and ready to go, then let's start talking about tone quality. So even if you're just playing exercise, you want to make sure that you always play with your most beautiful sound. The next thing that we're going to work on is called long tones. Your goal in these exercises is to produce a beautiful, steady tone. For the semitone series that we'll use is open, 2, 1, 1 and 2, 2 and 3, 1 and 3, and then 1, 2, and 3. So I'm going to start a metronome, and then we'll move in whole notes. So we'll do a whole note F down to a whole note E natural, and then we'll rest for a whole measure. You'll take a good breath, and then we'll do F to E flat, then F to D flat, F to C, F to B natural, and then F to B flat. So it'll be whole note, rest for a whole measure, whole note, rest, etc. As we're playing these, make sure that you're not tonguing each one. So when you play F to E natural, feel free to just put the vowel down and let the note naturally slide of the E natural. You don't have to re-articulate that E natural. So it won't sound like this. It'll just sound like this. So we'll start with F to E natural. F to E flat, first vowel. F to D, 1 and 2. F to D flat, 2 and 3. F to C, 1 and 3. F to B natural, 1, 2, and 3. F to B flat, open to open. Let's try that one more time together. So we'll start with F to E natural. F to E flat, first valve. F to D, 1 and 2. F to D flat, 2 and 3. F to C, 1 and 3. F to B natural, 1, 2, and 3. F to B flat, open to open. So another good thing to practice as you feel comfortable is to do the same exercise, but start on the low B flat. So you'll go B flat, A flat, B flat, G, B flat, G flat, B flat, F, B flat, E natural. So as you're practicing, you might find that you need to do long tones more than just one time through, because I know I do a lot. I'll usually do them on F, on low B flat, and then sometimes on high B flat as well. It's a great way to get your lips warmed up and to start really working on a good tone. So now we've looked at response and tone. Those are two parts of a warm that I look for first. Next, we're going to look at flexibility. As you probably have learned, on the baritone or any brass instrument, you have partials. So I can play different notes without moving any fingers. So for example, I'll play 5 notes without any fingers. They sound just like this. So one thing to practice as you start work on the instrument is to move those partials without re-articulating. So an easy way to move up and down partials is to re-articulate the note with a different airspeed. So if I want to play, for instance, a B flat and F, I can re-articulate it really easily like this. So one thing we'll want to work on in our warm-up is to do that without re-articulating. So for example, you can play the B flat and then just push the air up into the F without stopping your air at all. It'll sound just like this. And when you do that, your lips will move a little bit, so you'll feel do, and you'll do that all the way up the instrument. But today we'll just work on B flat to F. So with me, we'll do half notes. So do half note B flat, half note F, half note B flat, half note F. We'll do 3 measures. Now let's reverse it. Start on the F and go to the B flat. So just like with the long tones, you can do long tones with any fingering. So instead of going from F to B flat, you could go from E natural to A natural, just like this. Or E flat to A flat with first finger like this. So as you move down your instrument, that is a great exercise to work on flexibility. As you work on flexibility, I think you'll really start to feel yourself become a lot stronger and you'll feel a lot more confident moving around the instrument. The fourth thing that we're going to look at in our warm-up is articulation. And we're going to look at articulation by using our first 5 notes. We're going to use B flat, C, D, E flat, and F. So if you want to play those with me, play them on half notes. Play them on half notes. Starting on low B flat. 2, ready? Now go from F back down to B flat. So now, for each note from B flat to F, we'll play 4 quarter notes. Your goal for these quarter notes is to be super clear and articulate. It'll sound just like this. Starting on B flat, going to F. Here's an example. One more time. Sounds just like this. 2, ready? So now let's move from B flat to F. We'll do 4 of each note, and then we'll take a rest for the whole measure. 1, 2, starting on B flat, go. Next is C, 1 and 3. Next is D, 1 and 2. Next is E flat, 1. Next is F, open. Back down to E flat. To D, 1 and 2. To C, 1 and 3. And to B flat, open. So now let's do the same exercise, but this time we'll do it with staccato notes. So they'll sound just like this. We'll do the same thing from B flat to F, this time staccato. 1, 2, ready? Can we try that one more time? We'll do the same thing from B flat to F, this time staccato. 1, 2, ready? I hope this was a great warm-up for you for the baritone and euphonium. As always, take time to warm down. This way your lips won't end your practice session super tight or super pressured. You can instead just play some low notes and let your lips buzz out. They'll feel super loose and tingly. Your nose might start itching. This way your lips will be loose and can really rest and reset, so that anytime you play, your lips won't hurt and they'll feel fine to kind of restart and do another practice session. As always, feel free to contact me through the Heart Music website. Thank you so much. I hope you have a great day.